Okay, so welcome you all in this video. So here we will study the magnetic circuits. So what basically the magnetic circuit is? We all know about the electrical circuit. The electrical circuit may contain different electrical components like resistor, battery source, or other elements like capacitor, inductor, right? So similar that there will be a magnetic circuit. The magnetic circuit is simply defined as the closed path for the magnetic line of force, that is flux, right? So in electrical circuit what we say, the closed path for the current, right? So similar here, the magnetic circuit is the closed path for the magnetic flux. So here we can see this is the simple magnetic circuit where there is an iron core which is square in shape. Over this iron core on one limb there is a winding wounded. So this winding is wounded and connected to the EMF source, right? So this is the electrical source will causes the current to flow through these conductors or through these coils, which is having n number of turns. So this coil is wounded on one side of this iron core, another side it is open, right? As soon as the supply is given to this coil, there will be flow of current, and as we know there are n number of turns for this coil, and it will set up the magnetic field around these conductors, right? As soon as we give current to this coil, there will be a setup of magnetic flux. This is what due to the MMF, magnetomotive force, which is given by N into I. So this will set up the magnetic flux inside the iron core as well as around the conductor. So this magnetic flux here, the dotted line which shows the magnetic flux phi. So this magnetic flux is completing its path through this iron core. So we can say the flux is flowing through this core. Again, the iron core or this magnetic circuit will have a resistance, will have opposition to the flux. Here we can call it as a reluctance. So this reluctance will oppose the flux. So this reluctance is depend on the material we are using for magnetic circuit. So here we are using iron core, so reluctance will be low. And the cross sectional area A, which is represented by A in meter square. So this is the simple magnetic circuit. Just like in the ring shape, we can see another type of magnetic circuit, only the shape is changed. Here it is square shaped iron core, here it is a circular shape iron core. The other things are same, right? It will set up the flux which is circulating inside the iron core. This is we can call iron ring. Cross sectional area A, mean circumference will be L, right? So this is what very similar to the electrical circuit. The different parameters we can compare with the electrical circuit. So this is called the simple magnetic circuit and all the parameters associated with this magnetic circuit. So hope you understood what is magnetic circuit. The various expression for this magnetic circuit, as we know, the E with the supplied voltage, I with the current flowing through this conductor, N is the number of turns, phi with the flux, then A with the cross sectional area for this magnetic circuit, L with the length, then S with the reluctance, and H with the magnetic field strength. So here the magnetic field strength of the solenoid is given by S is equal to Ni by L. As we know, for the solenoid, magnetic field strength is given by this formula, H is equal to Ni by L. N is the number of turns, I be the current, and L be the length. But B is equal to mu H or mu 0 mu r H. So we can use it here. So B is equal to mu 0 mu r Ni by L. So we get in Tesla. Again we have magnetic flux density is flux per unit area, and flux is equal to flux density into area. Use in above equation, so we will get phi is equal to mu 0 mu r NiA by L. And rearranging this, what we get? Phi is equal to Ni divided by L by mu 0 mu r A, where L by mu 0 mu r A is nothing but the reluctance. So we get this formula, phi is equal to Ni by S, that is mmf by reluctance. As I said, the Ohm's law of magnetic field, phi is equal to mmf by reluctance. It is very similar to the electrical circuit. We can say I is equal to V by R. Next is the series magnetic circuit. So this is another type of magnetic circuit, series magnetic circuit, or we can call it as a composite magnetic circuit. In this case, what we have, there are different materials which are connected to one another. So we can call series magnetic circuit. Again, we can compare it with the electrical circuit where the different resistors are connected in series. So similar to that, here the material is A, then material B and material C. So these three materials are connected in series. So we can say it is a series magnetic circuit. Now let's say the materials are A, B and C. Their length L1, L2 and L3, cross-sectional area A1, A2 and A3, reluctances S1, S2, S3 and permeabilities, relative permeabilities mu R1, mu R2 and mu R3. Right? So let us derive different expressions for the reluctance and mmf. So for this circuit, total mmf is given by F is equal to Ni. This is the mmf produced flux which is same for all three parts. Just like we have seen in electrical circuit, current through all the resistances are same. So here the flux through all materials are same. S1, S2 and S3 with the reluctances of individual parts. So we can write the formula for reluctances. S1 is equal to L1 by mu 0 mu R1 A1. Similarly S2 and S3. If the total if the mmf of three parts are F1, F2 and F3 respectively, then the total mmf F is equal to F1 plus F2 plus F3. So simply in series magnetic circuit or series electrical circuit, what we have, the resultant voltage or EMF is equal to addition of all the voltages. So in magnetic circuit, resultant mmf is equal to addition of all the mmfs. So that's why F is equal to F1 plus F2 plus F3. And we know mmf is equal to phi into S. So here we can put phi S1 plus phi S2 and phi S3. Phi is the common because it is flowing through all the materials whose value is same. Then phi in bracket S1 plus S2 plus S3, or we can say phi S, where S is equal to S1 plus S2 plus S3. We can put all the values of S1, S2 and S3. So we will get the total reluctance of the circuit. Now similarly the expression for mmf. So total mmf we have flux into reluctance F is equal to phi S. Then we have S is equal to S1 plus S2 plus S3. So we can put it here. Now we have the expression for S1, S2 and S3. So we can put in the formula of total mmf. So we can have here, but we know that flux per unit area is given by flux density. So we can use this formula in above equation. So we can simplify it. So F is equal to L1 by B1, L1 B1 by mu 0 mu R1. Similarly for second and third material. Again we have flux density by mu 0 mu R is equal to H, magnetic field strength. So we can put it here. Then will get the simplified total mmf of the circuit. So that is F is equal to H1 L1, H2 L2 plus H3 L3, where H1, H2, H3 are the magnetic field strength of the three parts. So this is the total mmf of the circuit. Now series magnetic circuit with air gap. So this is also the type of series magnetic circuit. So this complete magnetic circuit and there is a air gap between this magnetic circuit. So very small air gap is cut in this magnetic circuit whose area is similar to the area of this magnetic circuit. So we have to assume this, right? So when we compare it with the electrical circuit, so we will have R1 which is the resistance and R2 is another resistance connected in series across the source. And here this air gap is having resistance R2 and this magnetic material having R1, right? So which is the electrical circuit analogy. Now the expression for this magnetic circuit is what similar to the expression we have derived for the previous series magnetic circuit. So here SC and SG, which is the reluctance of the core and reluctance of the air gap. So we can define as per the formula. SC for the core will have LC by mu 0 mu RC by into AC, and for the air gap reluctance will have Lg divided by mu 0 Ag. Here mu r is not here because for free space or air will have mu r value will be 1, right? So that's fine. So we can put the total reluctance is nothing but the addition of all these two reluctances, and total mmf will have this formula, which is similar we have derived for previous circuit. And lastly, the parallel magnetic circuit. Now parallel magnetic circuit will have different limbs, and the flux for each limb will be different, just like the parallel electrical circuit. Here what we see in parallel magnetic circuit, on the central limb of this magnetic circuit, the electrical source is connected to this coil having n number of turns. This coil will set up a flux which will flow in two directions. One is for limb 1 and one is for limb 2. For limb 1, let us say the flux is phi 1, and for second limb, let us say the flux phi 2. Their area is also different. Area A1 for this limb 1 and area A2 for this limb 2. Similarly, their reluctances S1 and S2. So when we draw the equivalent electrical circuit for this parallel magnetic circuit, it will be more clear. Look at that. On the central limb, what we have the EMF source, we have the MMF source. So here the EMF source, and the resistance, which is nothing but the reluctance of this path A and C, right? So there is a resistance R. On this side B, there is limb 1 whose reluctance is S1. Here the resistance is R1. And this another limb, what we have, the limb 2 whose reluctance is S2, and here the resistance is R2. So this is how we can draw the analogous electrical circuit for this parallel magnetic circuit, right? So this is called the parallel magnetic circuit. So hope you understood these topics. So we have covered the series magnetic circuit, then the simple magnetic circuit, then series magnetic circuit, then parallel magnetic circuit. So thank you.